Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope your day is going better than fantastic and your journey to self-betterment is going way better than fantastic as well. Also, I want to thank all of you for your prayers and well wishes and kind words. And for those of you that don't know, as I explained in my last video, on my journey to self-betterment, I had a moment that wasn't such a good moment, where I broke down from all of the pain I've suffered in my life. I cried extremely hard and screamed extremely loud all while driving in my car. I then took about a week off from making videos to pray, to sleep, to eat, to relax, and to exercise. I'm feeling much better now. And I think in the next video after this one, I want to talk more about the self-betterment process. As many of you provided comments on my last video that has sparked some thoughts and ideas. So again, thank you for your kind words and informative comments that will likely spark new video topics. Now on with today's video. And today's video was also sparked by a comment left on my last video. And in this video, the comment talked about how a great many of us will never actually see justice done to our narcissistic abusers. Yes, I do believe it happens to them later. Even if it's much later. I believe God takes care of those things. However, narcissists getting away with their evil over and over again is calculated by most if not all covert narcissists around the world. You see, there are a few conspiracies out there regarding certain world events. There was one regarding a big leader in the world and the end of his life. There are books written about it, television shows, movies, and documentaries. Yet, there are no concrete answers. Answers as to who, what, where, and why. Although many believe they have the answer as to why. But again, those are considered by many to be conspiracy. Now, do you think such an event just randomly took place? If it was just a random act by a random crazy person, the answers would have been arrived to a long time ago. And quite easily. Because most random crazy people don't have it all together. And they make mistakes and leave lots of clues to whatever evil or craziness they are attempting to do. However, that's not the case here. There are thousands of pages of documents and files. Yet and still, no real answers solid enough to say the matter is solved. Then you have to ask yourself, is that by accident or was it planned from the start to be that way? To where no one would ever be able to obtain any real answers? Yes. There would be lots of speculation. Lots of things spoken that might make sense. But sadly having zero way to prove such things. Well, this is how the covert narcissist thinks. When they meet people, they are developing roles for these people. This one will be the fall guy or girl and or scapegoat. This one will be this and that one will be that. And the reason why they do all of it is so they can walk away scot-free in most cases. How many times have we seen the narcissist turn the scapegoat into looking and appearing to be the narcissist to others? It happens all the time. And this is actually a common theme to the narcissist. Especially the covert narcissist. And this is a common theme that we see on the world stage. This evil thing being done and that evil thing being done. Yet, things are left so confusing. There are no real answers. You see, there are some narcissists out there that are not only emotionally and mentally abusive, but physically as well. But the covert ones know how to get other narcissists to do their dirty work. You might have lived with a narcissist parent that started to date or ended up getting married to an overt narcissist. And what they would do is let them physically abuse you. All the while they sat back and enjoyed the show and your pain. My mother put so much anger in my brother's mind and heart for me growing up. And when I was young and unable to fight back, my brother would beat the snot out of me for literally no reason. And if anything were to be a problem regarding it, my mother could claim ignorance. She could claim that she was a victim of terrible children that wouldn't listen to her, when in reality she is the one that designed and set up the entire situation from the start. Narcissists. Covert narcissists want to keep their hands clean. And the only way they can do that is to set up others to take the fall. Let others less smart than they are to do their dirty work for them. And to continue to abuse you in such a way you can't prove to others. And if you try to prove this to others, you will just sound like the crazy person, not them. And knowing this can help one not just navigate their life better, but to better understand world events. Because once you understand covert narcissism, you will then start to see the fingerprints of covert narcissism all over them. And their formula works. It really does. For most really big events, or should I say tragedies that happened, it appears there was a lot, and I do mean a lot, of planning. And part of that planning was to create so much confusion that no one would be able to make sense out of things. Nor would anyone be able to reach a for sure, provable conclusion. And as time would pass, the more muddy the waters would become. Like how we talk about the narcissist's word salad, and gaslighting. And having a debate or disagreement with a narcissist usually goes nowhere. Nothing gets solved in most cases. Sometimes they might give you false hope they are working to get you answers. But it's all to just spin your wheels even more. And to get you even more frustrated. This is why information regarding narcissism is important. One person mentioned in the comments on my last video that they believe all of the world's problems can be traced back to narcissism. And when you think about it, that is a pretty fair statement. Because you see the same pattern over and over and over again. This is narcissism. This is covert narcissism. The covert narcissist is always in a mode to see which chess piece you will be on their chessboard. And all the pieces are designed to protect them. And to absolve them from any wrongdoing. So I'm thankful for the many people that talk about narcissism daily. Because though it seems like a broken record to some, it might be a fresh and new thing to learn about for others. And it might give them a moment to pause when they see certain things happen in the world. And they might say to themselves, hey, wait a minute. This looks like narcissism. And when the average person can learn these things, that's when the narcissists will have a hard time hiding. But like someone said in the comments section of my last video, it's very hard to try to explain narcissism to the average person. So much so one shouldn't even try. And regarding a one-on-one setting, I agree. Narcissists have set things up for us to look crazy when we try to explain their behavior. Essentially, you will look like a conspiracy theorist. But here's the thing. The average person might run into someone very, very evil one day. And when they do, they might find themselves right here watching the variety of videos by the many content creators on this platform. And they might actually learn what narcissism is about. And that's the key. That's the key right there. We live in some tough times, people. Times the Bible speaks of. We just have to pray God keeps us safe and ready for when He comes back for us. And the more people can understand what true evil is, they might have a better chance to believe there is a flip side to that, which is pure good, which is our Heavenly Father. It's all a process to get one step closer to Jesus and His love He has for us. And for some, it started on their journey learning about narcissism and healing from narcissistic abuse. Narcissistic abuse at the hands of a covert narcissist. A covert narcissist that will do it to someone else that doesn't know what narcissism is all about. So your voice is important. It's really, really important. With that said, let's keep moving forward. We have to keep moving forward. So subscribe. interact, and leave comments of your thoughts. This helps the channel grow. Because I will tell you there were some things holding this channel back. And there still appears to be some things as well holding this channel back. Which was another part of me being upset. You see, I've worked hard on this channel and will continue to do so. However, after that problem I had about 2 years or so ago that many of you remember. And I won't get all into that. However, once it was fixed, something interesting happened. My subscriber count stalled for about a year. It literally didn't move at all, or if it did, it moved up by 5 and then down by 5. And over this last year it's still in a similar pattern. With only being up about 200 or so subscribers since that thing happened to me about 2 years ago. So we know it's wrong. When I normally would get that amount in one day. Not 2 years. If things were allowed to happen as they should, this channel would have way more subscribers than it does and would be a lot more recommended. So I say, we must keep going. As that's what narcissists don't want us to do. They want you and I to give up. And that's not happening today. And that's not happening tomorrow. So let's show these systems what's up by supporting such channels. Commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing. Oh, and to those that are sharing links out there, you are awesome. I've come across a few and thought, wow. It really made me happy to see it. And to those that are donating, I appreciate you more than words can express. Your help is much appreciated. So let's keep going. We can do this. We can have better lives. And we can share this message with others as well. Regarding what narcissism is. And what we can do to sidestep it and live happy lives. So with that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.